Felicitous greetings, fellow fanatics. Welcome back, one and all. I'm Adam the Fanatic, and today we're taking a look at R.A.V.E.L, a solo dice manipulation game by inPatience. Please do bear in mind that the designer of the game is a good friend of mine. While I will always endeavor to give my fair and honest opinion of any game I review, please do keep my biases in mind as we take a look at this. Without any further ado, let's dive in! In R.A.V.E.L, you'll be attempting to solve 16 cards by rearranging dice on the board. To aid you, you have 8 cog tokens which you can use to change the dice in various ways. For each card you resolve, or unlock, you'll gain a reward listed on said card. If you manage to clear all 16 cards, you win. But if you run out of cog tokens and have no cards you can clear, then you failed. To set up, begin by placing the grid board in the middle. Then, without looking at them, grab one die at a time and roll it, placing it onto the grid. Repeat this until all 8 dice have been placed at random. After this, take the cards. You'll notice there are 2 sets of cards, each numbered from 1 to 16. Set aside the A cards for your first game. Those are used for the advanced mode, which I'll explain near the end. For now, shuffle the other set of cards, and dealing them out into 4 equal piles so that each is clearly on one side of the grid. Flip the top card of each pile, then take 8 cog tokens, and with that, you're ready to begin. Gameplay in R.A.V.E.L is quite simple. You have 3 different actions you can take. Firstly, you can spend 1 cog token to swap 2 adjacent dice. When you swap dice like this, be sure to keep them on the same sides as they were before swapping. Alternatively, you may spend 2 cogs to choose any 1 die and flip it to any number you choose. The third action you can take is to unlock a card. Each card consists of 2 parts, a condition on top and a reward on bottom. If the dice next to that card match the condition, then you can unlock the card. We'll get to the specifics of unlocking the different cards in a moment, but for now, know that when you unlock a card, you'll remove it from the game. If there's another card beneath it, flip the new card face up. After that, you'll be able to use the reward if you so choose. All rewards are optional, but bear in mind that you must decide whether or not you want to use it immediately after earning it. You cannot save them for later. Each card in R.A.V.E.L is unique and has different requirements, although rewards are repeated so that each appears twice in the deck. These 4 cards all require you to have 2 dice of the corresponding color next to them. Orange and white cards will allow you to flip 1 die to the opposite side, and the black and blue cards will let you choose a die twice and increase or decrease its value by 1. You may choose to use this twice on the same die to change its value by 2 if you so wish. This card can be unlocked by having all dice equal to or less than 3, while this one requires them all to be equal to or more than 4. If you solve either of them, you'll be able to move any card from one stack to another. After moving it, flip cards so that the top card of each pile is face up if necessary. For these 2, you need to have all odd or all even dice, and when unlocking them, you'll be able to rotate the grid 90 degrees in either direction. On to the second half of the deck. For these 2 cards, you need to have the dice add up to 7 or less, and this one have them add up to 14 or more. Upon unlocking one of them, you'll be able to swap positions of any 2 dice on the grid. For this card, you'll need to have 3 dice that form a streak, so for example 2, 3, and 4, or 4, 5, and 6. However, these dice do not need to be in order. For this one, you need to have 3 dice that are different colors. After unlocking either of these cards, you can reclaim 2 spent cog tokens, but bear in mind that you cannot go over your starting quantity. For this card, you need to have it so that 2 dice add up to the third as their sum. For this one, you need all 3 dice to show the same number. After solving either of them, you can choose one side of the grid and reroll all 3 dice on that side. After rolling them, you can choose which spot each one goes into. Finally, these 2 cards require you to have 2 dice of the same value and 2 of the same color respectively. Upon unlocking them, you may reshuffle all remaining cards. When you do so, you must make the piles as even as possible, but you may choose which piles have fewer cards. Play will continue until one of 2 end states is reached. If you unlock all 16 cards, then you've won. However, if you're out of cog tokens and cannot unlock any additional cards, then you've lost. Those are the rules for how to play a standard game, but there's also official rules for making the game easier or harder. To make things easier, there's 4 extra cog tokens included. Simply add more in if you want an easier game. Alternatively, if you find the basic game too easy, then you'll want to use the advanced cards. Each of these corresponds to one of the 16 cards in the standard deck. It is harder to unlock, but gives a better reward for doing so. For example, card 4A still requires you to have both blue dice adjacent to it, but now they must also be odd. However, upon unlocking it, you may now add or remove one up to thrice instead of only twice as with the standard card. To play with advanced cards, you'll swap out a number of cards from the standard deck with the advanced cards. Or if you're really brave, you can simply play with all 16 advanced cards. As of the time of recording, I've managed to win with 13 advanced cards. I'm getting close, but I haven't reached that peak yet. Component-wise, there's really not too much to talk about. The cards are of good thickness and have a textured coating. Dice are a little smaller than average, but are otherwise standard pip D6s. As for the grid and tokens, they're both made of nice, chunky cardboard that should hold up well over the course of repeated plays. All in all, R.A.V.E.L is a very quick, lightweight game that reminds me a lot of pencil puzzles. Fans of Sudoku, Picross, and similar math puzzles will feel right at home with this one. There's a surprising amount of variety in the small box, and using those advanced cards will take it from a gentle waltz to a brain-burning exercise. There is a bit of a luck element with the starting setup, but there's a fair bit of control over the dice, and learning to use those rewards to combo the unlocks together is essential for winning at higher difficulties. Out of the 3 titles that Daniel McKinley has published thus far, it feels so odd saying his full name aloud, this one is definitely my favorite of the trio. In conclusion, I find R.A.V.E.L to be worthy of an impressive 9.1 out of 10. If you're interested in purchasing R.A.V.E.L, my first suggestion, as always, is to check with your friendly local game store to see if they can get it in stock. If you're unable to find it, or simply wish to learn more, links are included in the description. But what about you? What do you think of R.A.V.E.L? What solo games do you enjoy? If you have any questions, remarks, or opposing points of view, leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. And if you really enjoy my work, please consider funding my channel on Patreon. Until next time, farewell, fellow fanatics. Thank you again for watching. I have plenty more to share with you if you're interested. You can click up here above my head to subscribe to my channel. You can click over here on my monitor to see the most recent video that I've worked on. Or if you prefer, you can click up here to open this mysterious vault and see what video that the YouTube algorithm has picked just for you.